I'll tell you two reasons why you're probably not making many sales on eBay. Reason number one is you're probably buying things that you think are cool, not what people are looking for. So when you're out there sourcing and you come across an item that maybe you had when you were a kid, you look at it and be like, oh man, like I used to have this as a kid. I used to think it was super cool. And that nostalgic feeling is very, very strong. So you quickly involve emotion into business. Then you buy that item, you list it up on eBay, a few weeks later pass, and you still haven't sold it. But that was because you bought it based on emotion. So biggest tip I can give you is to separate your emotion from business, because that those two things never go together. Reason number two is you're probably not checking sell-through rate of the items. I've been doing this for 4 years, a little bit over 4 years, and I still check like 99% of my items. I still check them to check the sell-through rate, because there's no point I'm buying an item that is going to sit on your eBay store for a very long time, and that's just money sitting instead of making money and reinvesting it back into your business and making more money. So always check the sell-through rate. The sell-through rate is basically going to help you decide how fast an item is going to sell, and the higher that percentage is, the better it's going to sell. So the way that you do that is you search up the item on eBay, you look at the sold, how many have sold in the past 90 days. You take that number and you divide it by the amount of items listed and you multiply it by 100. That's going to be your percentage, and that's going to be your sell-through rate. So make sure that you are checking sell-through rates. Now, people usually ask me, what is a good sell-through rate? It really depends on where you're at in your business. For example, me, I have 532 active items listed on my eBay store. Yes, those 100% sell-through rate items are amazing. The 80%, 70%, 60% are great. Now that I've built my eBay store with a good amount of items, I don't mind picking up an item that has a 30% sell-through rate. Anything under that, I really, really think about it. But I stick usually with like 40, 50%. At 30%, I know that if I pick it up, it's going to sell in about a month and a half. But I know that the money is going to come, and if it's not taking a lot of space in my storage, or it's not gonna take me a lot of time to pack the item and the profit margins are there, then I will 100% pick it up. But if it's an item that's only gonna make me like $5 profit and it's gonna sell in about a month and a half or 2 months, it's not worth picking up, especially if you're just gonna be, like I said, taking up room in the shelves where you're just keeping your inventory. So make sure that you pay attention to all that stuff. Make sure that you think about the whole process, not just like the profit margins at the end. Just figure out what's gonna be worth it for you, the time that you're investing, the time, packing the item, just making the profit. So check the sell-through rate and separate your emotions from your business, and that is how you're gonna start making more sales on eBay.